I'm so sorry. I cut it off to go on data straight away instead of using Wi-Fi because I don't want the internet to distract me. So that's why I went on my iPad data straight away. So I cut internet off. The internet in my office is just a player. It's a player internet. I always want to disturb iPad. Thank you. Is it right? Is it legitimate? Is it proper? Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're on a part 2 now. We are completely denied earlier on because I switched off from Wi-Fi to go into data. I don't want internet to distract my attention, you know. So that's why I quickly go into data. So I'm using my data straight away on iPad, which I have every legitimate reason to use it. Anyway, a 10 gigabytes is quite huge, and I don't use it all the time. So that is why I switch off from Wi-Fi instead of distracting me, because Wi-Fi can be a player in my office sometimes on iPad, but not on my desktop. But on Wi-Fi and iPad, it could play me up, and I don't want to anything to distract this topic. I have quite huge interest on this, so I really want people to start calling in now, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for this caller. Hello.
Hello, ma. Good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon. Thanks for calling in.
All right. This is Rodia. Thank you. Yes, ma. The topic you actually put out there. With my own legal experience and anybody go prevent anybody, not even the in-laws. Ọ̀rọ̀kọ àti ìyàwó lóòótọ́ family ó matter, but nígbà míì gẹ́gẹ́ bí culture wa Yorùbá tàbí wá, the family tends to actually get much involved pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ family àti ọkọ àti ìyàwó tó yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀. In fact, most of the breakups go nínú family because àwọn in-laws mother-in-law àwọn máa refuse àwọn náà ní right, and to be honest, right tí wọ́n ní kò rí lè pọ̀ rárá. Ó yẹ kí wọ́n fi àwọn couples sílẹ̀ láti jẹ́ kí wọ́n do life wọn. Of course, there are some instances that they can actually get involved. About the people, àwọn exceptional cases, we go to the family, the in-laws, they need to get involved. But usually, they keep on reading their right. People we've got every right to get involved to prevent the father. Báwo ni wọ́n ṣe máa prevent bàbá ọmọ ní pé kó ní ọmọ gbogbo ìbáṣe kan wọn rárá? In fact, ìyàwó gan gbọ́dọ̀ prevent obìnrin gan ògùn tó láti prevent bàbá ọmọ kan tẹ̀ má fẹ́ra gan. Ó sọ yí pé kò ní rí ọmọ. Ògùn kì í ṣe nǹkan tó dáa. Ká má lè tó wá sọ àwọn in-laws pé kí wọ́n ní ọkọ máa wọ̀n ní rí. Wọ́n kọ́ tẹ̀ tó ń jà wà láàrin wọn, anything tó bá yí kó ṣẹlẹ̀ fún ọkàn wọn. Ọmọ ní ọmọ, bàbá ló ní ọmọ ẹ̀. Kò dẹ̀ sí bó ṣe lè rí wọn, ò lè wá bàbá mi nìkan. Gbogbo bóyá bàbá ẹ̀ náà tó wọn ò kò right rárá wọn àwọn in-laws bẹ́ẹ̀ the family hasn't got any right. They can have the privilege. Nígbà mi, a máa ń fún àwọn family wa ní privilege tó ṣe ẹ̀dá ọ̀sìn. But they shouldn't see it as their right at all. Ó yẹ káwọn get it first pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ àti àwọn àti family. Ó ti yẹn bí mo ṣe rí nìyẹn. So they haven't got any right at all whatsoever. Ní wàá lè pẹ̀ ní iṣẹ́ pé pẹ̀lú òfin ò bóyá òfin pàtó òfin bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ̀ mi ò wá mọ̀. I'm just talking, culturally, generally, say, or even religiously, they don't have any right to actually take a stand to say, well, we need people to come on. So
Thank you so much. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, bye. Yeah, bye. Bye. Yeah, hello. We're still talking on the issue of the proportionality is the English that I want to use. Is it right? Is it okay? You know, is it something that you want to put within the law to say that the mother-in-law will be right, you know, to deny his son-in-law? Yeah, hi.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Thank you for chipping in.
Yeah, well, you're welcome. I just want to say that from my little knowledge, nobody actually has the right to stop a man from seeing his kids, with the exception of the law courts. In actual fact, right now, I'm just trying to think, if the child is not in danger, the man is okay, which is most men. Why would anybody want to refuse the child from seeing the father? You know, that is my own way of looking at it.
Carry on, sir. Carry on. Carry on.
I'm sorry?
Carry on. Please carry on.
Oh, yeah. As I said what I wanted to say, that I can't think of any circumstances where someone from outside is going to say that a man should not see his children, whether in-law, outlaw, friends, even culturally. Then again, I know in some I'm going to put some South African kind of cultures, or East Africa, where a man impregnates a woman, his family is supposed to pay damages to the woman's family. And sometimes they might have family fuels, where until the damages are paid.
Yeah.
Now, this is different to dowry. This is damage.
Okay.
Because they believe that once a woman has a child outside the traditional wedlock, then her value is diminished. Okay, so apart from those sort of situations, I can't, even in that circumstance, I wouldn't understand why they want to deprive the child, apart from their own selfish needs.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank
you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. You see, we are actually rubbing minds, and we are helping each other, and we are trying to learn from each other's culture and to look at the legitimacy of what is happening at homes, especially in a country that has law and order. You know, greatly, today, even though I have already put my topic on board, it was today that the person concerned again made me aware of the issues, you know, to do with preventing him from seeing his children. Despite the fact that my diary has revealed to me that that topic was due for me today, and that's why I had the topic already. I've already have my topic today, but it was just too coincidence for the person to come in when I was already about to go online to bring the incident to my desktop. The issue here is that I'm still asking questions and people haven't answered what I am looking for. You know, you are giving me an answer to your own satisfaction, and people are answering it back. You know, the question is it legitimate? Is it proper? Is it the right thing for them to deny, for the mother-in-law to get into his daughter's to go into a daughter home? You were only invited to the house as a babysitter, as a visitor, to come and take care of your grandchildren. Why are you getting yourself involved in the affairs of your daughter and your son-in-law? To the extent of now saying that, no, I am not going to let you have access to these children. Don't forget, he is the biological father of those children. So they are his. Now, when you are saying that, has he paid bride price? Has he done this? Has he done that? At what stage should you be saying that after 10 years? After when you have hit his food, you have taken his money, invariably you have taken things indirectly, which we will call in law bribe. So you have been bribed, you have been bought. Probably things is not going the way it is expected or planned again. You now get yourself involved in the affairs of your daughter and her husband or her partner. Ladies and gentlemen out there, the question I'm asking is that, is it proper? Is it okay for you to separate two people that are already in love and have children for each other? Is it good for you to go in and say, listen, you want to deny? I know it's a sensitive topic. I know it has taken a lot of people off the platform, off the line. But nevertheless, we have to call a spade, and the truth must be spoken. You see, I have been challenged so many times by men in the diaspora and elsewhere in the world that most times it looks as if my talk show is one-sided, that it's always on the side of women. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so open to any topic, and I'm a lawyer. I stand corrected. I am not on one side. When it comes to dealing with issues to do with law or to do with something for home, I'm always careful, because when it comes to law as well, I cannot give out law. I cannot give out advice that's not within the law of the country that I'm living. It has to be legitimate. This particular topic, as a mother, I think it's wrong. I don't care the opinion of what people will have. You can have your opinion. But I don't want to step into my son's matrimonial home and come and say to my daughter-in-law, that she should not have access. Or go to my daughter's house and say to my son-in-law that he should be denied access to his children. Don't forget, it takes 2 sleep to have a child. And I think those who have Yoruba as their language will understand what I mean. And the English will say it takes 2 to tango at the same time. The question is still there. Is it proper? Is it legitimate? Is it the right thing for you to do? To say that you want to deny the son-in-law? Please share this program. It's a sensitive program. I have said it earlier on. And I don't want anything to deny me from saying what I need to say. You know, sometimes my topic will step on toes, but I apologize to you if you think that I shouldn't get involved. But it might come to your topic that you like next time, you will not tell me not to get involved. So I apologize. We are back online now. I switched it off earlier on so that I can go on data live instead of relying on internet. That's why I switched it off myself. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Lawyer Tokunbo Olagbaye program. Share and like. Let your friends know what we are talking about. My opinion, and under the system of law, is that it is not right unless courts involved, unless there is court order, unless there is domestic violence, unless children are at risk. It is not good. It is not legitimate. So that is why we have to be careful with what we say. How long do you have to go? You sure? I'll be quick. So we need to understand what we are talking about here. People have taken themselves off this line, off this profile platform now, because it's a sensitive topic. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We still have to say what we have to say. You know, it doesn't matter at all. Hello?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yes. How can I help you?
Yeah, I just wanted to contribute to the topic.
Please go ahead.
Afternoon. I'll put myself in this scenario. I have a son. As a parent, I won't even want to meddle into my son's marital life, except maybe I want to make peace between himself and the partner. But the couple in question, the fault has come from them, because under normal circumstances, they are not even allowed to allow third party interference in their relationship or marriage. Because there's tendency for parents to be biased, like maybe they want to support their own child. Now they are discarding the effect it's going to have on the grandchildren. But sometimes we are in a better place to say exactly what happens when we know the full story of the matter on ground. If there has been abuse, domestic violence, or any life-threatening incidents over the years, that one we don't know. And as a parent, nobody will want their daughter or their grandkids to die before them. So for parents to say, oh, they want to stop a man from seeing his own kids, we really need, though they might be overstepping bounds by saying so, but we really need to know the nitty-gritty of the matter.
Okay.
We really need to know the truth between this man, only, how will I say this Yoruba now? Like, you shouldn't listen to one side to judge. If both the man and the woman are called to place of interview, you hear from the man, you hear from the woman, then as a woman of grace that we know you are, you'll be able to evaluate the whole story properly than, a man maybe has been doing a lot of bad stuff over the years, they've been tolerating him and all that. Now he's seeing reaction and he just wants to hide under the pretense that, oh, he's being maltreated or they want to stop it. Only Ogun tó kún bá máa jẹ́ fún yàn, ó máa ní nǹkan tí èèyàn ṣe náà tó gùn ẹ̀ tó máa jẹ́ ni, That's my own contribution though. But for me, I'm a mother, I have a son, I will not do that to my kids. But if it's a life-threatening situation, whereby the man is that if the woman wants to kill my son, and there's evidence, well, I don't know what I would do at that point. That's why I said, if you really know the clear picture of what happened, then maybe we might be saying something different from what we are saying now. But in real sense, it's not logical for any form of third-party interference. Because like you said, when they met, this parent or anybody wasn't there. When they were making those babies, it took two to tango.
That's right.
Even to the point of labor and all that. It must have just been the two of them. So now they are having problems. One really needs to know what broke down before things got to the point of the woman telling the mom. At least the woman must have told the mom something, or maybe she has even seen something. I mean, if a relationship has been on for 10 years, you can't say the in-laws now suddenly turn to be bad people. There must have been some things that we don't know that I want to believe.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
That's my contribution.
Thank you.
God bless your work, Mark. We love you.
You too. Love you too. Thank you. Now, quick breakdown of the situation that I have at hand. Quick breakdown. I was not going to go in deep, but because of what the young lady just left mentioned now, let me quickly, because the story owner might be around and not knowing that it's a story. That is why I'm being careful. But there are many stories that are related. Let us start from the issue of that person have a residence card, and she thinks she has got the 5 years, she's got the permanent residence. So where to take with her? So the husband who has European passport and worked hard and gave her every opportunity to have her status regularized in the United Kingdom become nobody to her after when she thinks she has arrived. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the brief of it. There are 2 children in this relationship. They have been together for 10 years or even much more. Because she's got a permanent residence, she thought to accept that she has arrived. The mother-in-law in question you were talking about, she's in the house with them as a visitor So she's not from far distance. She's in the house. But ever since she has come to live in the house to assist, she has been creating feud between the two parties. And as a result of that, the relationship has been having that turbulence to the extent that it now got escalated and it involved the police. In part of that journey, it's what makes me come out and treat this topic, even though I've got my topic already. As part of it, the woman claimed that her husband raped her. The case went to the police, and the senior inspector of the police said, no, I'm going to release you because I know that a lot of ladies cook up stories on rape in relationship, so it is not possible. So as a result of that, the guy was discharged, but he would have been sentenced. He would have been handcuffed. But they saw him as a respectable young lad, so they didn't handcuff him. Took him to the station, asked questions, and said they could not believe his lady's story. Now it's a cook-up. It's a cook-up story to say that your husband or your partner raped you. It's a cook-up. It takes two to tango. It takes two, especially in matrimonial home, to have sex in the bedroom together. It takes two. So you cannot cook up and say you were raped in matrimonial home. Although as a lawyer, the criminal law stated it previously that it's not been acceptable that husbands can rape their wives, but not in every cases. The police are aware of the incident and situation, and they are being careful to take it on. Even the CPS will not have time to deal with something like a chin-chin case. It's a chin-chin case. You know? Yeah. Good afternoon. I'm on live program at the moment. It's nothing to do with the live program I'm doing, isn't it? Okay, so you can try me back later on. But I can't give you time. Just keep trying. Yeah. All right, thank you. Yeah, bye. So at what stage would you say your husband or your partner rape you in matrimonial home on your bed? Both of you must have agreed to have sex together. And it got escalated to the extent of that mother-in-law getting involved. What is the problem? What is the situation? That the mother-in-law will now get involved and say, go and report that he raped you. Go and report that they want to take the kids away. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm on a program here, Lawyer Tokunbo Lagbaye. Join me, assist me. Don't let it be me alone. I like what Dorothy Taylor said here. Dorothy Taylor said in Jamaica, mother-in-law could not even come to the house unless she's given an invitation. So she must have permission to come. Not to now talk of having access to the children. In Jamaica, Dorothy Taylor quoted, mother-in-law will not have that automatic right to be in the house unless she's given that invitation to come. So she will not have access to deny the son-in-law from seeing his kids. It's a sensitive program. It's a very dry one, but I want you to just know that it is so impossible for mother-in-law to get involved. In an exceptional cases where mother-in-law and the law can take over is when there is domestic violence and death is inevitable. Then you have to quickly step in and take control of things. But if not, without that, I'm afraid so. Mother-in-law could not have that access unless court order. The order of the court will mean that there is injunction and it's domestic violence. And the life of the children, the best interest of the children are paramount under British law. And so also in every country jurisdiction. So they have to think about the safety of the children and take the kids away and give the kids to the best person who can look after them at that point. And if mother-in-law is available at that particular time, and both couples will not have access. There is a case going on in a family between, it's in the Middle East case that come to my desk. It's a Middle East. The case is Middle East from Dubai that come to my desk. They are Arab. But the case came to my desk here. One family is wealthy. The other one is British. The wealthy family is not British, but the British one, they are not as wealthy as the other one. Both of them came to United Kingdom to live. But because the British one have access to the kid, he denied her from seeing the child and took the child back to the home country without her consent. That's another case you have to think of. Also, mother-in-law were involved, and they're not from African nation. They are Middle East, they are Arab. And the case came to my desk. Is it proper? Is it legitimate? Is it right for mother-in-law to be telling his son or her daughter to deny the other party from seeing the kids? You know, it's totally wrong. It's out of order, and it should not have taken place in the first instance. Ladies and gentlemen, think about it. If I have time, I'll come back online. But I have clients in the office now, so I must leave as a matter of urgency now. I must leave line now. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you. It is a dry program, but I want you to put it in the back of your mind before I leave today that it is not proper unless there is issue of domestic violence, and that is when court will court gets involved. The mother-in-law will have the autonomy to have the children with her when court says so, but not just to deny them straight away, unless there is domestic violence and they have to protect lives there. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.